Hello, Speed Gaming 3. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Speed Gaming Live, a link to the past randomizer spoiler log tournament. Got a great match for you today. Two really strong runners, Andy and Brogor, who are both in the lower bracket at this point, so loser will be out, which is going to be crazy to see. Winner will make the top 8. I'm Drossi, here with Magno, who might know a thing or two about Brogor.
Yo, hi Drossi. Thank you. Yes, I'm Magno. I'm very excited. Both runners very strong, very strong. So it's a little surprising they're in the lower bracket, but I mean, yeah, we're in for a treat. Round 4 lower bracket, one more lose, and that's the out of the tournament.
But on the flip side, if the prize pool gets large enough, top 8 will be in the money. So the winner of this has some chance at actually getting some money out of the tournament. Let's see who they each took their losses to. Also, shout-outs to our tracker, Mad Ewok Herd, who has already gotten the pendants and crystals and medallion requirements marked. Okay,
So...
Andy lost to Telethar, Brogor lost to Skelly. There we go.
Okay, and we already see two different routes. Brogor wants the quick mini Moldom cave for some boots. Andy likes to go for the Uncle Sword or Passage Sword, just to have a good weapon. Yeah, I mean there's bombs on the crab, so.
Okay, I was wondering how Brogor was planning to get bombs. And the answer is, as you said, on the crab.
Also, a little bit of magic, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, this seed probably won't break any records, but it's interesting, especially routing-wise. So it's not the super free jet seed, but it's yeah, it's got tricks and kniffs and whatnot. So 300 rupees here in the mini Moldom cave, as well as a cane and some boots. Yeah, we might need these boots sooner than you think. Because we know where one sword is. Brogor got the lamp now. And Brogor probably wants to get the secret passage sword on the way to Aga Tower.
Oh. Yeah, Moon Pearl's kind of useful.
Yeah, that can be forgotten in some kind of spoiler races where you look for all the items and, oh yeah, right, you need a Moon Pearl for a Link State in the Dark World. Happened to me.
It's actually pretty nice what all is Sphere 1 in this seed. It's just not nice what all isn't Sphere 1.
Yeah, Andy likes to go to Eastern very early. I mean, Eastern is a pendant. You have to go there eventually for that item that is inside, but don't need it right away.
But we will be seeing a required item, so kind of needs to get it out of the way. And I didn't actually check what's in Blind's hut, so... Or is Brogor just getting some bombs? Oh, glove, right. That would be useful.
Okay, now we see why Andy's in Eastern Palace. It's for a hammer. Kinda useful.
That also tells you that nothing's on Ped, or he would have finished Eastern while he was in there.
True.
And Brogor picking up his Master Sword, which of course gives us Aga access. We're not going to see the runners check Lumberjack, so might as well spoil it as Brogor, goes in to do Aga. That's where the other glove is hiding.
Yeah, I didn't route it perfectly, I would say, but that hammer in Eastern could be obtainable with mirroring from Pod, but the mirror is on the purple chest, so we have to do a little bit of save and quit here and there, because that mirror also locks the flute later, so we have to do a very disgusting smith chain at some point in the game. Yeah, I mean, chat is also pointing out that it's probably not the best idea to rush the hammer here, because you don't really need it right away. Like for the smith chain, you don't need it.
Right,
And
you'll just be doing CAC portal there.
So yeah, Brogor a little bit sooner to the boots could route in the secret passage towards the Aga play. So far the route from Brogor looks a little bit better. But I mean, we have to wait for the execution. We're on 4 hard screen mail, and we have to defeat at least 7 bosses and then a Ganon fight. So.
But, yeah, chat pointing out Andy could be planning to combo Pod just since he'll come out on Pyramid anyway. And we're not going to be getting the flute for a while, so seems as good a time as any.
True. But that's just basically walking from Link's house to the Aga portal. I mean, if you start on top of the pyramid for it, it's... yeah. I don't know.
This is a tough seed to figure out the optimal routing for, let's just say that.
Yeah. Some seeds you are done after like 7 minutes and still have 8 minutes for hard containers, half magics, armor upgrades. But
right.
this one is probably a little bit tricky.
Brogor, when he gets the hammer, even then, how are you getting out of... Well, no, he'll have the mirror by that point, so when he gets the hammer, he can mirror out of Eastern and just then go down to the portal there.
Yeah.
But it still kind of sucks without the flute.
I mean, you can... on Brogor's side, you can go from the Aga portal at some point. I mean, you have to do... yeah. It's not too bad to walk to the Aga portal. Or maybe even save and quit in the Dark World somewhere, I don't know.
Well, at least we did have those early boots. Aga being very well behaved so far today.
Yeah, so far we have basically the same items and same stuff done on both sides. Andy got the hammer out of Eastern already, but this is why Brogor is far more up in the climb.
Wow, the 0 blue ball Aga.
There's a little treat on the pyramid. Nice little safety. You could go and pick up the fire rod as now. Like, fire rod is on Catfish.
Okay.
Could go for it now.
Brogor, what is Brogor doing? Does he forget that he doesn't have the hammer or the mirror?
That looks like it.
Maybe you need to see this in a spoiler race, because then he's gonna have to do the hedge maze twice. Like, I expected an immediate save Finquit to Sank to then do Lumberjack, but like, this is eating up so much time. Andy will get everything he needs out of Pod in one go.
I mean, there's bombos in here, so maybe he plans on like doing Pod later with flute, and I mean that's a double dip. It's just, yeah, I don't know about this one. This looks. I think sometimes you do spontaneous decisions or from gut feelings after. Wait, I'm already here. Might as well do this, but then you realize, dang, it doesn't work that way. And sometimes, oh yeah, I wanted to go pick up the hammer before. Like, on my notes, I said Aga and then Pod.
Maybe he's forgotten he doesn't have the hammer? I didn't actually check what was in Pod. I mean, apparently Bombos, but I didn't check where it was, but...
I think it's here on the Bowlock side.
Okay. I mean, of course it's a crystal, so we're gonna need to beat it at some point or another. It's just nice with the hedge maze and all if you can limit it to one trip. A bit of health, that's nice. Yeah, so I don't get what, like, okay, fine, we can get into TR, but we're still gonna need the hammer before we go to TR. We're not gonna get into TR without the hammer. And he's going back for Aga Portal.
Yeah, I think he wants the Fire Rod now. And you can see him, like, scratching his head a little bit, so I think that's a sign of, oops, I forgot the hammer.
Chad asking about ice. The thing here is ice is a 5/6, and the flute is in Pyramid Fairy. So we definitely have an interest in doing ice and TR sooner rather than later.
I think on Brogor's side you could have... Oh, we see a nice hover here from Andy. You could have gone to Catfish and then wait on the pot play. Second try, and he gets it.
And now Andy will be able to finish off Helma and never have to think of the pot eastern area again. But the big key's in the back today, so we still need to go to the back even though it's all junk. Now Brogor's gonna get his mitts.
And then probably heading for this purpleless mirror chain.
Yeah, see, with Brogor not having gotten the hammer, I'd first worry about getting the mirror and then do hammer into pod. Skullwoods has a sword in the big chest, but I don't think we're going to go out of our way for that because there's a sword in Mire Shed, and we don't really need butter.
I mean, we get the Mire Shed sword only after Turtle Rock and Ice, because it's locked behind the flute that is in Pyramid Fairy.
Right, so I guess if you're really keen on being able to do Tempered Cold Stare and Tempered Trinex, then you'd get the sword out of Skullwoods, but I trust both of these guys with Master Sword, Cold Stare, and Trinex. Andy almost...
I mean, if it's just map chest, that's really quick for... just. I mean, it's so convenient for Trinex, and I don't know where the silvers are, but like if you have to do Viti, even like a gold sword helps a lot, so It's big chest in Skywoods, and the big key is in map chest, so yeah, it's a little bit of time.
Silvers are at the bottom of Laser Bridge, because of course they are.
Oh yeah.
So maybe you don't steal the pokey key and just get the small key from Laser Bridge along with Silvers.
And unfortunately, we will have to be a mono stream from now on. Because that's not just an internet lag, that's the forfeit.
Oh. Jeez, Brogor.
Yeah, he said he forgot about stuff. Like, he forgot Mirror was in purple chest and wanted to combine pot EP and then, like, Catfish. Like, he thought Mirror would be accessible and he could combine stuff better with a Mirror.
Yeah, so unfortunately that pod play kind of did him in because he forgot about Mirror and Hammer, making it a lot easier. But Andy, of course, does have to play out the seed to win.
I see, like, Andy offered a re-race. And
Brogor, Brogor saying since it was his own misrouting.
Yep, that's unfortunate that happens in spoiler. Like, any small mistakes is just so huge. Like, it's hard to come back from. If you have an unnecessary, useless pod trip, that's already like a minute. And when you're up against the 124 NMG runner, or is it 123 Andy, like on his prime, it's just unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, in a regular rando race, you cost yourself a minute or two. You don't know what your opponent's up to. You could easily still be well ahead of them. But in spoiler, you cost yourself a minute or two. It's really hard to come back.
Yes, and you're also allowed to have the opponent stream on, so you kind of can't see that you're behind and that Andy's doing well on 6 hearts blue mail and can't really bank on Andy dying anywhere.
Yeah, so I'll probably pick up Mirror after this and then go to the mountain. I guess knock out Hera since you have to walk by it anyway because Hookshot's on the right side of Death Mountain.
I mean, we could get some hovers in Fairy Revive hover, but let's see the bottles. It's no. Okay, no chance. Where's the bug catching net? It's on Turtle Rock. Okay, there's no Fairy Revive hover for us today.
Also, Moldorm has a heart container, so it's nice to go via Hera and just, since you have to beat it anyway, get one more health. Though, Powder is in Hera basement, so we will not be getting that. I guess the only thing is you might want Hookshot first to Herapod. Andy's paused. I don't see any more messages in the chat room, though.
Alright. Andy's asking us if we have time, and the Speedgaming channel has time if we did a re-race. I mean, I have time. Do you know about the schedule of Speedgaming 3?
Yeah, there is another race scheduled for 2 p.m. on here.
That's in 1 hour 23.
And if you put in 15 minutes of study time...
It would be close, but it would be possible. But I don't know if Brogor even wants another race. He said he doesn't want one. But yeah, I mean, spoiler races are like, especially in those seats where you just have to do disgusting things like, mirrorless Smith chain, and dip everything for everything, and can't do Turtle Rock last, and such. It's a weird feeling if you do them alone, without your opponent.
Yeah. And also, we'd have to, like, since it wasn't a technical issue, I don't know how a double forfeit would be handled. That's up to Jesse and Amarith, since they're the ones actually running this tournament.
I mean, the winner of this matchup will be up against Shady Force, and after that round there's Gamachu waiting, so it's also tough opponents waiting ahead.
Right, no matter what. Shady Force is, of course, one of the spoilers. Spoiler is his favorite mode.
And he's up for a little map check.
Yeah. Old habits die hard.
Yep, I just entered Dark World, gotta check the map. Oh look,
Okay,
that's our Maya medallion.
Yeah. Which is still ways down the road because we need to beat Ice and TR first.
Okay, since Andy does have the mirror, we can get both rods in the water area, like what Brogor wanted to do, getting the fire rod and then mirror for waterfall ferry, get the ice rod, and then beat Turtle Rock for the flute. Turtle Rock and ice. I mean, we can beat ice right here also, which we probably will be doing. And after ice, you can go save the old man, like all nice and clean with splash deletions. You can save up some trips, because Ice Palace is right next to the portal that leads you to the Old Man Rescue. So, yeah, that's a pretty nice and decent route here. Yeah, gotta save 4 frames by having the quick warp, but wasting a second to bonk there.
Okay, nice splash delete. I wasn't sure if he'd used too many arrows and would need to reset the counter, but turned out fine.
Or
Also
you
rare
don't
that
do Ice Palace.
Rare that you see both rods on top of each other like that.
I think you, like, when you go out of the waterfall, you have your water walk state. You could have done Ice Palace right here, but I mean the focus is a little bit off probably, since you're running alone.
Oh, right, we have to do Old Man Rescue because we don't have the flute. Not often that you see an Old Man Rescue in Spoiler when the Old Man doesn't have an item.
Yeah, mostly just if the flute's up here somewhere. Or
Right.
locked behind anything up here. I mean, there's the rare occasion where you don't need to save the Old Man. But you have to do Bumper Ledge and then you mirror and go through Mountain Descent connector. But that's like, it happened once to me, or I saw one race where that happened.
And he's gonna put off Hera until he has the hookshot and can Hera pot.
No, Hera's, I think just go mode. Makes sense to delay that. It's a boss it's powder in the yeah, in the Hera basement. That's not gonna happen. And a hard container on the boss. Yup, red mail. I think this won't be too bad equipment.
Nice hover.
Okay, let's make the Turtle Rock check. We got Bombers, we got Zamaria, we got both Canes, we got a Hammer and Mitts. Like, you need a lot of items for Turtle Rock.
Well, at least the cane was Sphere 1. And the hammer, for that matter. Oh, looks like the tracker's backwards with the medallion requirements.
Ooh. Oh yeah, so we needed Hype Cave for Turtle Rock. That makes sense to do Hype Cave before then. Because like the flippers were up here on Paradox Cave and the hookshot is inside Turtle Rock, so you can combine Hype Cave with Swamp. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, spoiler, Turtle Rock is nice because you know if you can skip chain chomps or if you need the big chest. You can also scout if you can, like, if you have to steal the key or if you just go big chest and keep going. In this case, we need the big chest for hookshot. And we can key steal. Yeah, key stealing is basically the only thing we get spared.
Yeah, the The lava chest is just a key for a key. So it's easier to not key steal and just go to Laser Bridge since you want silvers anyway.
Oh, true. True. No, but you need to steal the key, right? Yeah.
No. Wait, or
I mean, if you don't
am I
steal the
miscounting
key,
keys?
yeah, I think you're miscounting keys. Because if we steal the key, we end up on one key, and if we just go in there and pick up the drop key, waste it, and open the lava chest, we have one key net. So yeah, we need to steal the key at least.
Okay, Andy's stealing the key in any case. My key counts may be off. I always get thrown when the lava chest is a key for a key, like, how does that affect things?
Yeah, we entered this room on 0 keys, and now we're exiting on 1 key, and if we like spend the key and opened lava chest, we would also have this 1 key. But yeah, you have to keep track on all the keys and how many keys do you need, like for Palace of Darkness or GT. Where are the best keys in Misery Maya? And yeah, so spoiler is not also execution on most of the times low execution. Low equipment. It's also keeping track of the keys. Let's say Ice Palace, are there a big key and a small key on the way, or do I flip the switch?
Right, so I guess you could not steal the key if the big key chests weren't a key for a key.
Yes.
That's what always throws me about TRP
Yes.
logic.
Yeah, if there was a piece of heart in lava chest, you could just ignore left side there. Oh, Andy's skipping the very important bottom left chest, which would be the bugnet. I mean, people are memeing about the bugnet, but having a fairy in spoiler can be such a, such a nice safety, and because you don't actively have to use it, it just activates if you happen to use it or if you happen to need it. But yeah.
Though we are on 7 Hearts Red Mail, which is an absolute luxury in spoiler.
Yeah, not in this seed.
Yeah, we're also on a Master Sword Trinex fight. And no half magic. I wonder where half magic was.
It's in
Super Bunny. Okay. So we could grab it if we wanted to, but it eats up a bit of time. And
that's probably on the way to GT. Because, yeah, going to GT in the Dark World is just 1 or 2 seconds slower. But if we get a nice half magic on the way.
But we haven't done Hera yet, so if we're going to GT having not done Hera, it's easier to go over the top and get Hera on the way.
That half magic is dead.
So, probably Ice Palace next so that we can have our other 5/6 and get the flute. Though maybe you do Swamp into Ice just because. Or
Yeah, you could do Swamp into Ice here.
what's he doing out of Sank? Realizing that he doesn't want to start from Sank. Oh, okay.
I mean, you could also do Swamp into Red Bomb, which is probably a little bit better even. But yeah, you should have done Ice Palace after the Ice Rod. That would have been perfect.
Well, Hookshot's nice to have in Ice. Especially because we're on Master Sword and we don't have Quake as an easy way to take out the Pengators.
Do we have to take care of the Pengators? So we don't need any items out of Ice Palace, but Big Keys and Spike Room, we passed that. That's completely on the way. And Map Chest, I mean, we have to get at least the key under the rock anyway, so that's kind of free. So we don't have to flip the switch, we can just take the keys on the way.
And I guess in this room we just need to knock the Pengators out of the way, though Andy's going to flip the switch anyway.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's like you can skip walking up, you can just drop down to that switch. You save a little bit of magic this way too, because you don't have to drop a Samaria block. And you don't have to look or open any chests this way.
I guess now we don't need to worry about grabbing the big key along the way. I'm guessing he'll Bombos Cold Stare so that he can have a few Fire Rod shots since we're only on Master Sword.
Yeah, I think that would save some time. This way you would have 6 Fire Rod shots. And this is more than enough to splash kill Cold Stare on the left side.
Yeah.
If you want the splash to the left. I mean, it can also splash to the right, but the splash hitbox or whatever is a little bit better to the left. Gets it done nice and easy.
Yeah, nice and fast getting 2 puffs down, and then at that point you can just slash away with Master Sword on the 3rd puff.
Okay, now we can do Red Bomb and be in go mode with the flute. We do have enough money. Sometimes you forget money. That Red Bomb also costs you 100 rupees. But since we had a nice 300 in Minimolom Cave, that's not an issue. Or in this case, you do Swamp into Red Bomb.
Yeah, we have silvers, so Argus has got to be nice and easy. Oh, Andy's doing the Red Bomb before Swamp, okay. I guess he really wants that Tempered Sword.
Okay. So, yeah, you can do this. You can. Oh, nice.
At least he had enough money to get both the Red Bomb and the regular bombs, because that would have been embarrassing if you buy the regular bombs and then can't afford the Red Bomb.
Yeah, that was a nice Red Bomb tube, but if that Red Bomb tube failed here,
yeah,
you wouldn't have enough money. So yeah, those regular bombs you can also buy with the red bomb. Also costs 100. So could have been that you only buy the bomb refill and not the red bomb.
So to answer a question, chat, Bloomerang is in Diver Down Room, so we may see Andy get it. And to catch up late arrivals, Brogor had a bit of a routing error about 15 minutes in, not even, and felt that since this is a spoiler race and he had cost himself a minute or two, it would just be too hard to catch up against a runner like Andy.
Yeah, even though Andy's not showing the optimal route here with not doing Swamp into Red Bomb or not doing Waterfall into Ice Palace. So there's room for optimization here and there. But yeah, it's like the pressure is a little bit off if you're just racing against the wall. Yeah, exactly.
Right. Andy may have just decided to be chill and play this however, since he knows that all he has to do is finish. Let's see how bad Meyer Big Key is. Ah, cutscene.
Of course it is. You really want to see the Maya Biki on the bridge chest?
Yeah, that would be nice to have a Godmire and spoiler, but it's spoiler, so we can't have a Godmire.
I mean, in spoilers, hover could save like a huge amount of time. If you hover from bridge chest, you save at least 20 seconds, I would say.
Oh, sure, because you don't even need the extra small key. But yeah, we need the small key, then we go to hit the switch and take the small key there so that we can go down to the...
We don't have to flip the switch. That's just for the compass chest on the top left. We can just walk by, but let's see if muscle memory kicks in. Yep.
I mean, because I was thinking, like, of course you hit the switch there, but yeah, it doesn't actually block anything on the way to the big key, does it?
I mean, with Spooky setup, it's not a big deal. It's just one more fire rod shot. But those are the things you always do in, like, open seats, cross keys, whatever. You just always flip the switch. But in spoiler, if you exactly know there's nothing there, you don't have to.
By the way, we should give a plug for the prize pool because Speedgaming bonus matches get locked in at the end of the month. So you have about 2.5 days left to donate if you want to influence how big the prize pool is here. If it breaks 500, then the top 8 runners will all be in the money, which would include Andy after this. Otherwise, I think it's only the top 3 runners are in the money. Very nice spooky action from Andy.
Yeah, and with silvers, this fight is more than easy, I guess.
Getting impatient for the big eye to come out. So now Swamp, which is really gonna be easy with Tempered. I'm surprised Andy didn't just flute. Is that just not thinking, or?
I would say save and quit and start from Link's house is the same as mirroring and fluting. Is almost
Well, you
basically
have
the
to
same.
mirror anyway because you've beaten Aga. So if you don't mirror, you'll be saving
yeah,
quitting
true.
the pyramid.
Yeah, then you're right. Yeah, I wasn't thinking for a moment.
Yeah, that gets runners all the time.
Yeah, and this is also especially for spoiler races. Let's say there's an ice rod on Lumberjack Ledge. If you do it early and you have to save and quit after every Darkwood dungeon, basically, this adds up if you spawn on the pyramid and have to mirror again, or that you're forced to mirror if you want to quit from the Darkwood. Like, this could add up some time in the long run in the seed.
Yeah. In this case, Mirror was locked behind Lumberjack, so you didn't really have a choice.
Yeah. So let's think back. If you like Andy did pot. No, he grabbed the hammer before doing Aga, so he could just do pot. But I mean, let's say you do Aga and just after doing Aga, you save and quit. Go get the mids and do the mirrorless smith chain as you have to do anyway in 2 single trips. That's basically like the optimal route would be to do the smith chain, grab the mirror, and then do pod mirror in front of Eastern to grab the hammer and then do pod. And then, as Andy did, catfish mirror into like there was fire rod. You mirror into waterfall.
Well, catfish or fire rod, then mirror to get ice rod.
Genau, yes. And then do ice palace after this.
To answer chat, 4th sword is in Skullwood's big chest, so since Skullwood's a pendant, it really isn't worth going there. I mean, technically it wouldn't be horrible because the big key is in map chest, so you just need to duck in the front and you could get it, but if we're not going to the Skullwoods area at all, it doesn't seem worth it.
I mean, in this case, it would have been tempered for Cold Stare, Trinex, and let's say, yeah, you do Swamp before Red Bomb, so also Argus. So the big 3. You just have to get map chest and then bomb jump to the big chest. So it's not too bad to grab this tempered.
Yeah, it's mostly the amount of time just to get to the front entrance of Skullwoods if you're not otherwise going to the Skullwoods area.
And then you could skip the Maya Shed entirely. So that's also a little bit of time you could skip and get back later. So maybe it's worth it. Depends on how good you can, like, do the other bosses on Master Sword. if you have a terrible Master Sword Argos, you probably get the sword. Like, spoiler is not always just about the efficiency on paper, it's also how good are you with certain equipment. They say you save like 30 to 40 seconds on Silver's Ganon versus Master Swords, not Master Sword. Silver's Ganon to Silverless Ganon.
And Andy, for all that, didn't go up and over via Hera, which is the faster route because you have to portal either way.
Yeah, but he also didn't grab the
Right.
half magic in Super Bunny.
Right, if you're gonna do that and take the extra time, you should grab the half magic while you're at it.
I've never seen that. Sorry.
What?
He wanted to slash the beetle and yeah, got bounced in the bouncer.
I'm just trying to figure out why you wanted to slash the beetle to begin with.
Yeah, you could just dash right. It's
Very quick Moldorm fight, as one would expect.
and he should have pivoted to 100% route. True. Just for more screen time. Is Brogor okay? We all hope so. But unfortunately, he had some routing mistakes and yeah, that was just too far behind and did forfeit. So yeah, let's see, where's GT Bicky? It is map chest.
So we do need to watch our small key situation. Not sure why Andy went to Hope Room unless it was force of habit. I thought maybe there was a small key there that he was trying to grab.
I think he needs that hard container.
Yes, on red mail with, tempered and silvers. You never know.
You never
now we
know.
can tank 2 hugs from Ganon.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, we need at least one more key.
Right.
No, we didn't. There is a key in the climb. Annie, what are you doing?
Oh, there's
a key.
Oh, this is the rare there's a key in the climb? Wow.
Come on, Andy, step up your game.
How about that? Yeah, there's a small key in Mini Helma Room, so you could climb with 0 keys and get 2 keys in Mini Helma Room.
I've never seen Andy do a Ganon fight without gold. Yeah, he would probably go get the gold. No. Nice mirror. Yeah, he was show. Okay, he shows.
Mirror and Bo are right next to each other. It seems like it was a quick swap fail. Maybe grab some arrows in here. You do want to make sure you have enough for Ganon. There we go.
Okay, we have no half magic, no powder, no bottles, but yeah, this equipment should be enough. Like, you see a red mail, 9 hearts, yeah, GT climb, but usually in spoiler you have maybe blue mail, but 4 to 6 hearts, I would say. Depending on the availability of good heart containers. But usually you don't go out of your way for any of them.
Yeah, we were lucky to just have that much health on the path. Andy getting his exercise in, doing laps around the room.
I mean, that's a damageless climb so far. So Andy would have been fine on 4 heart or on 1 heart, yeah. But being 1-hit KO always makes you play a little different.
And hey, we didn't need to pick up any keys in that room because we got all the keys in the basement. But I still think it probably would have been faster to pick up the 2 keys in that room and not pick up 2 extra keys in the basement.
Do we see a hover? Yes, we... Oh. Okay, that's the long hover.
The long hover just because... The diagonal hover. There's no way he does that if Brogor is still playing.
No way.
But yeah, you're in the awkward situation of knowing your opponent's forfeit and you just have to finish out the scene. Might as well might as well have a bit of fun.
Hovering is banned in this turn? No, I'm just kidding. Main tournament fans don't look at this trick.
Yeah. Well, then there's the pilot spoiler tournament where you're allowed to hover as long as you collect the hook shot before the end of the game.
Yeah, that could be interesting. It's been reversed now? Okay. No, Mango's fine. Okay, let's see the Ganon fight. We can survive 1 Ganon hack. Or 2 fire bets.
I was about to say the same thing. Hovering the Ganon over a bit because why not?
Yeah, there's no way you do this if your opponent is still going.
Yeah. Because even if you have a decent-sized lead, that's just showing off at that point. But if your opponent's already forfeited, then it's like... Gotta make things interesting somehow. Well, there's one of the 2 fire bats he can take. Ooh, did not get the 1 cycle on phase 2. It is a testament to Andy's execution that with the really awkward item placements, we're still gonna see a sub-hour unless something goes horribly wrong. There goes Ganon exploding, just don't fall off the bridge.
Yeah, just as you were praising Andy, he was using the wrong item for Ganon. But yeah. Nice sub 1 for the seed. It would take so much more to do a mirrorless Smith chain if this wasn't a spoiler.
Yeah. Well, and think of how long it would take to get the flute. Especially knowing how long a lot of people put off Catfish.
Yup, Catfish, mirrorless Smith chain, Agar for a glove. Hammer and Eastern, this had everything. I mean, there was a Sphere 0 bow, so you would, but it's a pendant Eastern, so yeah, on a non-spoiler, this would have been a disaster seed.
Let's see if either of the runners want to come and talk to us after that. Okay, we got both of them in here. GG's, guys. Sorry it turned out the way it did.
Hello, GG's.
Hello. Yeah, GG.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody knows what happened.
Right, and you guys already had plenty of opportunity to chat about it in the race room.
Yeah, trying to distract Andy.
Well, Andy, it looked like you were having some fun towards the end, at least.
Yeah, dude, I went into Ganon's tower and I was like, dude, I haven't even looked at the spoiler log for this dungeon yet.
That's why you were in Hope Room.
Yeah, so I just went to Hope Room and I was like, I should probably like scroll down to where Ganon's tower is and look.
Or just full clear it, yeah.
But yeah, it was fun. Yeah, the seed was really bad. I was just like rolling my eyes constantly looking at the spoiler log.
Yeah, it was rude.
I mean, the purple chest mirror just doesn't exist, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, obviously I had it on my route, but then I messed up. I got 5 arrows out of Aga Tower. I was like, maybe I should do pot EP first so I have more splash. Delete possibilities if I mess it up with 5 arrows, right? So yeah.
So a spontaneous idea changed route, and yeah.
Yeah, I had planned to do pot EP with mirror, and then obviously do maybe catfish with mirror, do the what's called the waterfall fairy, and then go to the mids from there, something like that. And then then you can go to Hype Cave and go to the miss. Oh no, you can't. Damn. You have to do it all the slow way because the mirror is on the purple chest, obviously.
So yeah, there was a lot of inefficiencies, I have to say, sorry, on Andy's side, but that was probably due to Brogor already forfeiting.
There's no footage of me.
Yeah, I think the only inefficiency that I like didn't do post forfeit was I swapped which medallion was in pod. And so when I went to pod, I was expecting to get ether there.
Oh, that's funny.
And then when it was Bombos, I was like, "Oh, dude, I didn't even have to do this yet."
Yeah.
Okay, that's why. Yeah, okay.
Other than that, I just like stopped looking at my route once Brogor forfeit, and I was just doing everything off of memory. And so I went to Sank, save and quit, I think twice, not having the flute, intending to go activate the flute. But other than that, yeah, I just mixed up which medallion was in pod. Otherwise, I like absolutely don't do that immediately after Aga because there's no reason to.
To be fair, I think, to be honest, I think I also messed up the medallions when I think about it now. But I just put. No, I think I put. Did I put ether on Turtle Rock? Yeah, I'm not sure anymore.
Well, it's confusing because the spoiler log lists TR before Meyer, and you're not expecting that. Because then when you go down, of course, Meyer's Dungeon 6 and TR's Dungeon 7, so for items, they list Meyer before TR.
Yeah, and our tracker also like switched things up. So we had marked Turtle Rock as Bombos on our side here. So we were also thinking, yeah, that's the Turtle Rock medallion.
Nice.
But, yeah. No, but I think you get the hammer once you do pod with the mirror. So you do Aga, get the mids, do the mirrorless smith chain, and then do the pod Eastern combo with mirroring to hammer. And also after Catfish, mirror to Ice Rod. You go to Ice Palace from there, and then go up the mountain from after Ice Palace.
Yeah, you can do that.
Save the old man, and
I think the best route is like maybe even grabbing the hammer third. Like Andy did it early, right? I already watched the start. Maybe you can combine it with Death Warp and go to pot from there. But as Andy stated, that pot was not really necessary at the start with the bombers. So, yeah, it can happen. Leave that for Flute.
Yeah,
Yeah,
once
I
you
also
have
I
that
forgot
hammer.
to check bombs until pretty late, and so I'd already routed that like Uncle Sword in when you should have probably grabbed that on the way to Aga Tower.
Yeah.
I did that.
Yeah.
But I've seen the restream already, and your crab was nice. it accompanied you all the way to the screen end there.
Yep. Yeah, dude, the crabs just love me. I don't know if it's like I got the sweet blood in me or something, like it's a mosquito or what.
Also, the 2 damage crabs on the next
Yeah.
screen, right?
Yep.
Yep.
And yeah, just like Ice Rod was just really awkward. With like how late the mirror was, there wasn't really a good opportunity. I think I moved Catfish in my route like 4 different times because I was like, at first I put it immediately after Aga, and I was like, oh, Skull's a pendant, I don't need this yet. But then you need it for ice. So like you can't flute down there. The flippers are on Death Mountain, and you're not doing that until you already have Ice Rod. So it's like it was just really awkward to try and figure out when exactly I wanted to go do Fire Rod and Ice Rod.
Yeah, and there's also a world where you grab the Skywoods sword. It's big key in the map chest and then big chest in the sword. This way you would have it for Cold Stare, Trinex, and Argus if you do like Swamp into Red Bomb. Also nice double purchase in the bomb shop, so you almost didn't have enough money for
Yeah,
Red Bomb.
I didn't even know how I did that. Like I must have just like double tapped dash somehow. I was really confused about that. I was like, cool, well I have 1 chance for this bomb dupe, or else I have to look at the lock and see if I can find some money somewhere.
I mean, there's an arrow game quite close. You are good at.
Yeah, so close, yeah.
Yeah.
Quite close. Yeah.
So
I
yeah.
just felt also the urgency or the need to still say I'm sorry, of course, for the forfeit. I don't know, it came a lot together today, and yeah, so it was my fault, my routing failure. So
No, it's fine. You don't have to like
no, it just
play a few.
Sometimes it's a bit stupid than with the restream, but yeah. I was like, I didn't check. Okay, you did this wrong now, this wrong now. Your entire route was supposed to have the mirror, and you put it further down. You should have done it after Aga immediately. And then I was like, damn, where's Andy? I opened his screen. I was like, oh damn, he's already through pot.
Yeah, but you don't have to endure pain because just there's a restream.
I think it can be part of spoiler. I'm not yet done a lot of them, so quite happy actually. And yeah, it can happen.
So yeah, thanks for the race.
Yeah, GG's. I think this is the worst spoiler seed I've had this tournament so far.
It was a rough one. I was expecting pedestal the moment I saw the pendants and something earlier. No, okay,
Yeah.
it's fine. It's free. No, it's not. Damn, it's Aga. Oh god, it's Red Bomb. What the heck?
Yep.
Mirror and purple chest.
I saw the book early and I see Desert Pendant, Eastern Pendant. I see the bow. So, oh my god, it's definitely a pedestal. No, it's not. Oh, but damn, it's the other stuff. Oh god, purple chest.
Yeah.
Please.
I think I first saw the lumberjack glove and I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I saw the flute and big bomb and I was like, oh, that's cool. I saw the mirror on purple chest and I was like, oh,
that's even cooler.
this is great.
Right? No, but yeah. Oh, admins posted in your thread.
Well, if no one has anything else, GG again. Congrats on top 8, Andy.
GG's.
Good luck against Shady.
Or, as we have some hot news.
Right. Jesse saying in chat that he's invaded your scheduling thread, so I don't know
We have been offered a re-race if it's within 3 days of right now.
Okay.
I already told Andy beforehand that he only has to offer that if he really, really wants to do that, because it's like having an extra life, right?
And it could be potentially already be about money if you want it like that, because if the price pool gets high enough, Jossie said it could already be the winner of your matchup here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if the prize pool hits $500, then top 8 are all in the money.
So maybe if we go 1-1, then we play an unofficial best of 3 or something.
Yeah, I think you will figure something out.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just more fun with spoiler when the races are good and not
Bad.
a routing mistake where it like isn't a competition from pretty early on, I've been on the other end of that. So
I just
feel
opened
it.
the chat and watched the restream, and I just read Telethar being like, "Oh, that's so bad. There's nothing good about this. that's not repairable." Okay. Yeah, thanks for still doing the commentary, and Magnon, you're not bailing on Jossie.
Why would I?
Yeah, thanks for comment, restreaming, all that jazz.
Yes.
Yeah. And I guess everyone else, keep your eyes peeled out for the schedule if these runners do decide to schedule a rematch within the next 3 days. Meanwhile, on the other side of the bracket, we have Specs versus Flipheel on Speedgaming 2 at 10:45 Eastern tonight. So definitely tune in for that. Comms by Gamma and Jesse, tracking by Arya. So you'll want to check that out. Speaking of tracking, thank you once again to Mad Ewok Herd. Tracking spoiler races can be kind of fast-paced, so we really appreciate you keeping up with it.
Yeah, thanks everyone, and remember to follow the runners, as the links are posted in chat. Thank you, Drosy, thank you, Brogor, thank you, Andy, thank you, Matt Ewok Herd. I had a blast, even though still making fun of Andy's route. No, it's
Yeah,
fine.
I'm glad we got to do comms together.
Yep. Take care, everyone, and that's it from me. Bye-bye.
Have a good one.